It's
Hey,
Andrea,
and the net
and we're here to talk,
chat.
chat. So one thing I wanted to ask you, Nettie. Well, first of all, today is Friday, September 21st, 2018. First, I wanted to ask you about this, Nettie. I was just asking Bobby about this today. Do you ever see people talking to their phones like this? I'm not saying anything. I'm just kind of moving my lips.
Yeah,
Why are they doing that? Like,
I
why not?
know. I do that at home, but why do you do that when you're out in public? Nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, why are you going, like, do they have it on speakerphone when they're doing that?
Usually.
It looks like they're about to eat, like, a candy bar.
And it's kind of rude because you'll be in a grocery store and a whole freaking conversation. I'm sorry. I have no
She cursed, and I had to take that part out. It's all time travel, right? No, like, we're at Wawa, and I'm in the car, and there's somebody across the way, like, where you put air into your tires, and they're talking into their phone like this, and you can hear the whole conversation. Why do I want to hear your conversation?
I don't want to hear your conversation.
Use your phone, or they got like headphones and earbuds and stuff.
Yeah, they even have wireless now. Let's teach them. You can buy wireless. Let me see. Hold on. I got some. Wireless. You stick it in your ear? And nobody.
Are those AirPods or whatever they're called?
Yeah.
Bob can't use those things. His ears are so small.
Oh, God.
His ears are tight to his head. And so what else? Oh, did you see that the house with the clock in its walls is coming out this weekend?
Oh, no.
I want to see that. It looks good.
Oh, yes, it does. That's the where she goes to the other world or whatever.
Well, it's got Jack Black in it, and and he's like a magic person or something.
Oh, yeah, I have to see that. Yes, yay.
Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to see it. Apparently, it's like a children's book, but
we're children.
That won't stop me.
No, me either.
Oh, tell everybody what you've been up to lately. Did you do your class yet that you're teaching?
Oh, yeah, I'm teaching. It's a series of spiritual boot camp for the new. Huh?
I said boot camp.
Yeah, it wasn't. The name was not my idea, so I was asked to do it, and it's going pretty good. We did 2 so far. The first one was on discernment, because people get into the spiritual community and they start getting confused, and they're like, well, she says this and he says that, and so you really have to learn your own discernment. And the second one was on being an empath, kind of protecting yourself as an empath. And
so what did you say for the empath thing? Did you talk about chakras and stuff?
Not chakras, but I talked about, so I gave examples where you can be in a public place and something will come into your mind, and if you are not, practiced at this, you might think it's your own thought, and then you start feeling guilty and upset at yourself. And then once you start practicing, you're like, wait, that's not my thought. That's not my thought. And so you just let it go. Or the feel, or the mood in a place, or picking up people's emotions, and how to protect yourself from that. So kind of, we talk about seeing like a bubble around you with a mirror on the outside, so that it would just flash back at other people. Just little things like that for people to, isn't that a good one?
That's not always good. I'll tell you why later.
What?
I'll tell you why later. That's not always a good way to do it, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff on my blog usually. So I don't want people to know.
You asked me what I talked about.
Look, here's my head.
That's okay. Well, not everyone's going to resonate with it. It's fine. And then we did basic telepathy. I wanted to do telepathy, but it's a little advanced, so I did very basic.
What's basic telepathy?
So like the parking angel, and which is kind of your own consciousness. And And you know how you ruminate over something the night before, you have to get up, you have to make that phone call. You don't want to make that phone call. So we talked about moving your energy into the actual situation and making it the way you want it, and then how it goes smoother usually. Because first of all, you're not ruminating over it all night long, and it just helps. It makes it more smooth.
I just write stuff down because then I'm like, I don't have to think about it anymore. It's out of my head.
Well,
Took it out of my
that's
head.
a good way, but that's not telepathy. We were doing telepathy, yeah.
No, it's not. That's pen empathy.
Telepathy. So that's the kind of stuff we're talking about so far. I don't know what the next one will be. I'm not going to do next week, probably, because I'll be away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You'll be away.
I'll be away.
Oh, so the serious question I wanted to ask you was, this is something's been getting to me lately, is all this stuff, like the news and all the nonsense on the internet and stuff like that. And sometimes I think, oh, I don't know how to put this. Like a lot of times I think a lot of my purpose has already been done because I raised my children, you know what I mean? And I don't know what my next thing is that I want to do or should do, or what's something that I'm going to feel like is a positive contribution. And does it have to be a positive contribution? Like I'm all up in my head about all this stuff. Do you ever get like that?
I used to. I'm good now. And I don't watch the news. I have not even watched TV for over a week. I rarely watch anything, and I don't really care what people say on the internet. I don't care what they say on Facebook. I don't care. I've just gotten
to share what you got to say.
I don't, yeah, because that's all part of your own, taking care of your own self.
Well, I just read the news on my phone, but I'm thinking about not reading it anymore because part of me wants to feel like I know what's going on in the world, but another part of me is like, what's the point? There's nothing I can do about it. And all the people that are in charge seem to be idiots for the most part. Every now and then you see somebody who's not an idiot, and you're like, go!
Well, the news is highly controlled. I mean, if it weren't, there'd be more positive stuff on it. That's the only fact I'm going to bring up. If the news were not so highly controlled, it would be a little more uplifting, don't you think? Like, who do you know that doesn't want to be uplifted? Who do you know that wants to know all the bad stuff you can find and forget the good stuff? So
I don't know.
I mean, there are
think
people.
of one person.
There are people, but
there might be one person that I know, two maybe, that might
maybe three.
know each other.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
Last week, me and Dylan we're going to get lunch at McAllister's, and it's been raining a lot here. And we got off the highway, and then we were going and turning left. And I wasn't even going that fast like I normally do. I don't, it was raining. And I turn, and we do this huge spin out, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, let's do it again. And if you could have seen Dylan's face, he was like, oh my God, it was hilarious.
You are a scary driver, I have to tell you that. Listen, let me tell all you folks at home, she's got all the latest conveniences in her car, like things that tell her when she goes out of the lane or she's too close to a car, and she needs all of those things. She needs all of them. And then we're going down this back country road that's all hilly, and you come around and there's animals over here and there's animals over there, and she wants to go like 70 miles an hour so she can go airborne over this one.
I do that every time. It's so much fun. I feel out.
She's got your life in her hands.
Whatever. You had fun. You loved it. We went.
I did not love it. She drives better than she used to, though. She used to, when she'd be driving, and she'd turn her head completely to me to talk. Oh, la 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 la, and I'm like, look at the road. I am looking. I am.
gonna tell you all that she's a big, fat backseat driver. You can hear it in her voice, can't you? I'm not that bad. This is a backcountry road, like she said. There's no one coming usually.
It's all like this and up like this, and there's deer on this one lawn, and then there's this other place where sometimes the cows escape. It's like, and it's 2 lanes. It's a 2-lane road. It's a back. Oh, listen, she's making it sound like it's not as crazy as
it's not. It's fun.
It's so freaking.
I want you to comment below if you think that would be way fun, and you can come and I'll take you on a ride.
Oh, she'll take you on a ride, all right. She's got like she got a little sports car. She's got a little orange, looks like out of the Dukes of Hazzard type thing.
It's a Charger. It's not Dukes of Hazzard.
I know, but I meant because it's orange and you're flying over things. Did you ever try flying over a bridge? Like
so you just like to watch the magic in the movies. You don't like to live the magic. I like to live the magic.
Well, when I was young, I rode in a car that was doing 120 miles on the road. I'll never do that again, but I did.
Well, why will you never do that again? It's fun.
Because I kind of want to stay alive for a little bit, you know.
You do?
Yeah. I don't want to be spinning around in the rain going, woohoo!
It was so much fun.
We have different ideas of fun.
Yeah, I guess so. I like to live.
Some of them are just as crazy, but we have different ideas.
That's true.
I know, like when I went to Chicago with Bob and my youngest son, I kept trying to get my youngest son to do stuff, and he wouldn't do it. If Bobby was there, he would have done it. I was like, let's climb the top of that building. He's like, no, because they have the fire escape, and they have these crazy buildings in Chicago, and one looks like it has a pyramid on the top of it. It looks like it's out of Ghostbusters or something.
Sweet.
And I'm like, well, let's climb to the top of that building. No, Mom, we could get in trouble. We'll just say we didn't know.
He's worse than you.
I didn't say what his name was, did I? Okay,
No,
I did. Yeah,
but he's worse than you.
Who's worse than me?
Your youngest son?
No, he wouldn't do it. I would do it. There was other stuff I wanted to do there too, but he didn't want to do it. He's well, maybe he would do that stuff now. He takes a little bit more risks now, but I won't go into detail.
Maybe you should not. Yeah. But you should tell me later.
I'll tell you later. Yeah. Remember when I was down at our cousin's house in North Carolina, and I video called Nette, and as soon as I called her, I started making faces like I knew. I was like, and my cousins are like, "What are you doing?"
And then one of my cousin gets on, and I'm going to show you what I saw the whole time. He just kept saying the same thing over and over again. I can't believe I'm talking to you.
I can't believe. Yeah, he's holding the phone like this, and he's like, I can't believe I'm seeing you right now. I can't believe
it was hilarious.
Like he's never seen a person on a phone or something.
I was like, can you move it back some?
I thought you were seeing his forehead, but you said you were seeing his chin.
I think so. His chin and then his hands sometimes.
Oh God, he had a little bit to drink that night.
A little bit.
So did you, if I recall.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you do shots at one point? Oh, you said you had. Oh, you had Coke in your. They put whiskey in all these glasses, right? They just put like maybe a little bit more than one finger of whiskey in each of these glasses, and they're like, "Come on, Andrea, have a drink," which I don't usually drink. So I did, right? We all like toast together. We all like knocked them together, and I went down the whole thing. Everybody else was sipping it. I was so mad. I was like, "You guys tricked me."
This is a shot glass.
It wasn't a shot glass. It was in a. It was in one of those little rock glasses.
Oh.
I don't know why I thought it was.
They did not trick you. Sorry. You tricked me.
Look, I don't drink all the time, so I don't know what's going on.
So I just want to take it all in right away.
I think recently it's been like once every 6 to 8 months I have something. So
Yeah.
one thing.
One
thing. We were thinking of going to. Bob and I were thinking of going to. There's an Oktoberfest somewhere in Pennsylvania, but it's this weekend, and then I got 2 weddings coming up in October, and I just don't know if I have the money to spare to be.
Who's getting married?
Oh, Bob's sister's getting married, and one of Bob's cousins is getting married.
Fun.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That will be lovely. Although Bob's sister's getting married somewhere that's not on a map. She said she has to give us directions. We tried to look it up. It doesn't exist on the map. She's like, oh, it's like there's these dirt roads and there's a lot of holes, so you got to be careful.
Oh my God. And you're like, really? Yeah.
I know. I might try to get somebody else to drive me from the hotel to the wedding.
Yeah.
Trick somebody else into messing with their tires.
Mm-hmm. It's in Pennsylvania, though?
No, it's in Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't need a hotel room if it was in Pennsylvania.
True that.
What are your dinner plans?
I don't know. I was going to make soup, but I woke up with really bad allergies, so I just did not. It's been hard for me to even move. I'm sneezing and coughing. Maybe I'll pick dinner up. That sounds good. What about you?
Where would you pick it up from?
Okay, so my number one place is Panera, but Andrew gets real testy after, I've gone already once or twice in a week, so I don't know.
I went to Panera today with Bobby.
I love Panera.
Yeah, I like it. I think the food's pretty good. It's a little expensive, but
the food is all clean. It's all clean. There's nothing crappy in it.
I don't know what that means, clean.
You don't?
There's not poop on it?
So it's the complete opposite of McDonald's.
Oh, come on, don't be dissing McDonald's.
I'm sorry, but it's true. You know I'm right.
You just say that. That doesn't mean I do.
I like to live in ignorance. No, leave me alone.
Let me enjoy my Big Macs and Egg McMuffins. Come on, what's better than an Egg McMuffin?
I like Egg McMuffins. I like those.
That's what I get most of the time when I go to McDonald's is Egg McMuffin.
But that's all I'll eat there. That and a Coke. I like their Coke.
She loves Coca-Cola. Look, woo.
I could be like the spokesmodel for Coca-Cola. Have a Coke and a smile.
Look at your fingers. You're like, it looks like you're pinching it.
Have a Coke.
I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight. Maybe I'll make tuna casserole. I hate cooking.
Yeah, me too, kind of.
Send one of your kids up here and cook for me.
I only have one kid, and he has to go to school, so I ain't sending him.
I'll teach him stuff. What's he need to learn?
He needs to turn the Xbox off and turn that stupid, what is that game? Good God, I want to murder whoever invented that game. What's that game?
Minecraft?
No. Nope.
Madden?
Nope.
Is it the new one?
Yes.
Fortnite?
Fortnite. Who invented that game? Give me their address. I want to see them.
Well, whoever they are, they're making a lot of money.
A lot of money. And they're making a lot of kids really mad. I say kids, and I know adults play it too. I get that, but
I didn't know he was playing that. He plays so much football games. So many football.
Not anymore. No, he's all about his Fortnite, and I have to go. I mean, I'll be like, I'm gonna turn the power off in your room. You're gonna get really hot. Turn that off now. Yeah, that's how ridiculous it gets. And then, probably when I go away for a few days next week, he's gonna have someone there with them. But he'll probably stay up all night and pull the person.
Oh, you mean you're gonna have a sitter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he's having a friend over while you're calling.
No, I know. No.
How many footballs are in the yard? This is the question. This is the question for Nettie's house. How many footballs are in the yard?
I think there's 2 right now.
2 right now. Okay.
The lawn guy puts them up by the front, so it's pretty clear how many there are.
Yep.
Okay.
This is a pretty good camera, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's a very good camera. It's very good. It's very
Where's your here's my camera's right here. Whoop.
My camera's here. See? Over here.
Oh, I see your finger. All right. Well, why's your face right in there?
I was just doing what our cousin did.
Well, I hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.